You already know the rules. When you come in my house, take off your shoes. You super violate that like button. It don't cost nothing to hit that like button. Shall we begin? Shall we begin? All right, so as I previously told y'all, I got a big dilemma. My pond. Now, if you can see the pond right there, right? You can look down deep and you see that's deep down. The water somehow, it emptied out of the pond. Yeah, so as I was saying, right? Got tired of holding this phone up in my hand. Instead, decided to put it on my tripod. So, when you look in the pond and you see somehow the water, right? Because I got my pump still running to keep, circulation going, which wasn't a bad idea, but this season with all the snow, it was a bad idea. And the scary part about it is I'm not supposed to be here. I was supposed to be out of town. I'm not supposed to be here. So if I would have left, there's a good possibility, and it's still a good possibility, I could lose my fish. I don't know if my fish is going to survive this winter. So now, the dilemma, the problem is, if I go take the hose and I turn it on to fill this pond up, it's 10 degrees. There's a good possibility the pipes will freeze over and bust from the cold. And then that's a whole problem that I have to take care with plumbing from the house. Having a plumber come out with the ice, with the snow, and changing the pipes with floods everywhere in the inside of my basement, crawl space, whatever. But my good old cousin Mark gave me a good idea. So the plan is, shout out to cousin Mark, I could go get me a new hose, because the hose that I have outside that's out here, they're froze. You ain't getting no water through them. Go to Harbor Freights, see if they still got any more hose. Go in my laundry room, open up the cold water, run it from the inside of the house over the fence, all through the driveway, bring the hose all the way. I gotta go get a 100-foot hose and fill this up. Now, I don't know what's gonna happen when I go to fill this up. I don't know, because this is way, way too low and it's dangerous. But whatever choice do I have? I can't break the ice and take the koi out. On top of the fact that even if I could, at these freezing temperatures, to try to actually take them from these freezing temperatures and to bring them indoors, I'll be done lost them. So that's the plan, guys. Go fill the pond up, and we see how it do. Like, just looking at my yard right now, man, it makes me want to cry. Because outside of the arborvitaes, everything is dormant, it's dead. To the springtime, which is my favorite time of the year, when everything starts to grow back in and blossom that gives life, this yard has been so therapeutic to me. This yard has been so therapeutic to me. But yeah, y'all stay tuned, man. Shoot over to Harbor Freight, go get a hose, get some pliers, take the see if the hose hook up. Y'all gotta wish me luck, man. That's steep down there. So people, as y'all can see, we at Harbor Freights. Got the good old hose. I would have recorded going through the store, but I ain't have nobody holding the camera, and the music was playing. So y'all gotta wish me luck, because I don't know what more damage I could add to the pond by putting water on top of ice and on top of snow. I don't know, but I got to take the chance. I don't know what else to do. I'm trying my best to save these fish. Wish me luck. And one more thing, man. I ain't trying to brag or boast or nothing like that. But when you see me outside, I'm by myself. Ain't no security. All right, so family, we back at the crib. Once again, I ain't have no help, so I couldn't show y'all the procedure with me hooking the hose up in the laundry room. And the biggest mistake I made was there wasn't a red and the blue to let you know the difference between the hot and the cold. So when I turned the water on, my water comes out scorching hot, and it was going into that pond and it cracked the ice. So you could see a big hole from what you didn't see earlier. Let me show y'all. So y'all remember, this hole wasn't that big. So the hot water, it put a real big hole in here. But the good thing about it is, I guess that hot water must have warmed the pond up just a little bit. So a few of my fish I can tell and I can see is alive. But like I said, now you see how the ice is falling in there and maybe freezing the water. It then raise the temperature, then lower the temperature back up. And you know, see, normally right there is where the water come down the waterfall, but it's all froze over, so it's still water coming down to keep a hole so that the gases could come up. See, some people may say, oh, those are good problems, but not really, because you don't realize how expensive koi fish is and how much time and energy I put into my koi fish. You know, I am a hobbyist, but you got to also keep in mind that these fish are alive. They bring peace, quiet, serenity to my life, and it's something that I look forward to. So yeah, my yard just looked like a catastrophe right now. I used to love snow, now I hate it. On top of the fact that my kids been letting these dogs out in this yard and they ain't been picking up the poop, so I got a whole lot of mess to clean up around here. But yeah, family, y'all gotta definitely keep me in y'all prayers, because you know, from what they say, this is just the beginning, and now I gotta figure out what to do with this hose. I gotta keep this new hose empty so that this water, because as soon as I turn the water off, it's 10 degrees outside. It's gonna freeze this hose over. So I gotta keep it empty just in case I have to use it again to keep filling this pond up, because like I said, for whatever reason, the water's going out through the back. The snow must have shifted it or shifted the top. I don't know. I got to figure it out. I got to do something better. I got to find me a pond guy, you know, somebody to maintain and work this pond, especially for when I'm out of town and I'm traveling and I'm moving around, because like I said, I wasn't even supposed to be here. And this is the dilemma that I would have had to deal with if I was not here. I had to figure it out. So nobody else over here is really equipped to figure this out. Plus, on top of that, you know, it is what it is. I got to get me a handyman that knows how to deal with this, because everybody don't know how to deal with this. If my cousin Mark didn't pick up the phone to tell me, yo, just unhook the wash machine, I would have still been, my stupid self would have probably turned on the hose to the house and took a chance. It cost myself thousands. But at the same time, what would you do if you had to do what you had to do to save your beautiful koi fish? I don't know. Y'all let me know. Put it in the comment section. Well, people, it's official. I definitely see one of my favorite kois slumped. Old Jack Frost just turned his TV off, then rocked his snot box. Nigga laying at the bottom of the pond, mouth open, eyes looking like he done got killed by Jason Voorhees. Yeah. Then I just thought about it. I'm so worried about my koi. I forgot all about my turtles. I don't even see my turtles. Normally they make it through the winter. It don't be a problem. They make it through, but the way this pond freezed over this time, and the level of how low the water got, and them not being able to climb out. I mean, I see them survive in Central Park, but I don't know if they're gonna survive this, man. This is definitely a sad day for me. I don't know. And they saying there's more to come. This ain't even the end of it. That just ruined my day for real. I don't know if it was the shock of the temperature dropping, the hot water going in, you know, I don't know. I can't call it, but it is what it is. Rest in peace. See some of the other ones, I don't know if y'all can see them in the water, but they there. But that one right there, he out of here. Good old Jack Frost.